Yes, I can speak about Ozoro. Ozoro builds. We have 5 organs. We have the king, who is the traditional head of the kingdom. Then we have the president general, who is the admin head of the kingdom. Then we have the Equia, we have the Litus, we have the Ejo, we have an Ojo Lugbo. In the Ozoro constitution, we all have our various jobs to do, but they all report to the president general. The day-to-day running of the kingdom is being done by the president general of the kingdom. Every week, we take a summary of what we do. I try to call the security men every day to talk about the security of the kingdom. Then the youth in the Ozoro kingdom, they have their job. One, to deal with matters concerning the youth. Two, to make sure the kingdom is clean. Three, in case of insecurity, the vigilante and the elite Lugbo of the kingdom, in case they can't handle an issue, they call the youth president for assistance to bring more boys. When you have certain security issues, and when it comes to development, jobs coming to the kingdom, that's the engine room. The youths are the guys that they have energy, they can work, they can, they are still very young, so they have the energy to work, and they call them Gen Z. This Gen Z, they are associated with so many negatives, not just Ozoro alone this time around, but Delta State. Two major things. One, cultism. Two, drug abuse. To bring entertainment to Ozoro kingdom. A time where you don't have peace, entertainment will not strive. I talk to them. You all like enjoying yourself, you like alcohol, you like women, you like this. If you want to enjoy yourself, let there be peace in the kingdom. Me imposing coffee, or the state government, or the local government imposing coffee in Ozoro every time will not help hospitality business. Because I am in hospitality business, I know the things and the good and the positive aspect of coffee. Coffee, at the beginning, try to stop certain things, but the financial effect on the community is very big. And in my government, I don't want to impose coffee in Ozoro. I don't want the state government to do that. I don't want the local government chairman to do that. Let us work together and grow this kingdom together. And as I observe, a lot of youths left the town for Urele, only Asaga, Abraka, because there were so many problems. So I talked to them and they helped me. We formed a WhatsApp group. People thought it was not possible. I was part of the WhatsApp group. I am not a cultist, but I was able to bring the hands together. I formed a WhatsApp group called the Rainbow. We were about 50. If this A has problems, B, C, D, E, we try to solve that problem. After achieving that, I now went to drug abuse. And now to the leadership of this group, the demerits of drug abuse. Most of the people selling these drugs, they don't take it. They don't take drugs. I give them so many examples. Dangote, Otedola, Berkeley, the governor, the rich people, the rich people, they don't take drugs. What do you start to achieve? Taking drugs. Not just drugs, very cheap drugs. Very cheap drugs. That, that they make people mad. Talk to them, and with the help of the police and co, we were able to bring it down. So I'm glad I did that when I came into office. Like I said before, I am into hospitality business, and I deal mostly with the youth. My customers are the youth, but I have a club, I have a lounge. Old people don't eat outside, old people don't come to my line to drink with the youth. So I am close to them. I know them. I see them. I interact with them. I teach them, one, go to school. Even with AND, the worst job you can get is lesson teacher. Once you are educated, you can be a lesson teacher. A private lesson teacher or a secondary school teacher. Go to school. Two, school environment will change your orientation. If you go to school, your environment will change you. Some of us were lucky to attend federal government colleges, and in those days, I schooled with Fulani, Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, Nupe, everybody, Kanuri. And I can tell you the behavior of most of them. So I try to tell them, go to school. It's not because you read economics, that's what you go up to become, but it broadens your brain, and most of the things you do, university or the polytechnic environment will change your views about certain things. So I tell them, I teach them, I encourage them. The ones that I will not pay their school fees, I know most of the school fees is low, especially they want to polytechnic. With 50, 60, 100,000 naira, you can pay school fees. Once I spot the intelligent ones, I pay their school fees. Try to encourage them, then I use them as example. I use them as example for other guys, for some of all these youth. Then there's what they call baby. I try to tell them who has benefited from baby in Nigeria, who has benefited from baby in Delta State. Most of them, they die before they are 50, either by gun, accident, or anything. Disease. People with baby don't live long. Then, even when you go to school, even when you are an Okada rider, there is a difference between a polytechnic graduate or university graduate riding Okada and an illiterate that didn't go to school. The way the polytechnic or university graduate will talk to a customer be different from that of an illiterate. Usually this northerners that we have around Ozoro riding back. The approach is always very local and timid and, you know, different, big difference. So then we have some graduates working in the area companies, even though when they apply for skilled jobs, their behavior in doing this and skilled jobs is always different from those that did not go to school doing this and skilled jobs. I am the chairman of PGs in Isoko North. I'm the vice chairman of all the PGs in Isoko Nation. I work with other PGs. Traditional rulers are our fathers. We should not have issues with them. They are the custodian of culture and tradition. If we work peacefully with them, we start to achieve a lot when it comes to socio-cultural issues in Isoko Nation. First of all, the bonding in Isoko is a priority. That's why we formed the Association of PGs in Isoko Nation, and we meet 4 times a year. But apart from meeting that 4 times a year, we do meet in ceremony when we're invited to certain ceremonies. This year alone, we had 4 interactive sessions with the state government, and we were taught things about bonding and how to safeguard government property in our kingdom and our clan. So first thing first, 1, bonding. 2, respect for our traditional fathers. 3, believing in Isoko project. Isoko project is, I don't want to fight for electricity for Ozoro alone. I want to fight for electricity for Isoko as a whole. I don't want Ozoro to be peaceful alone. I want peace in Isoko Nation. But when it comes to culture, we are the PGs of Isoko type, Isoko Nation. In most cases, when we have our cultural days and festivals, we create chances for other PGs to attend, to learn from each other, which I just introduced in Isoko North now. Like the one we did on the 26th, I invited all the other PGs to come to Ozoro to learn what we do in Okute Day. Okute Day was created by the king to showcase our culture in Ozoro Kingdom. We have that at Ilu, we have in Arabe, and I think the only one I've not attended, the one in Norway and Ofabe, but the one in Ilu is fine, the one in Arabe is fine. The one is very, very fine. That one has been handling that one for some years now. So we learn from each other, and this next year, as the chairman of the PGs in Isoko, I try to step it up. Let's learn from each other, let's learn from the culture. Those things our fathers used to do, our grand and great grandfathers. Storytelling, how to make palm wine, how to make palm oil. They should be taught in our various families. We don't learn about them in school nowadays. We don't learn about that. When we were in school in those days, We do handwork, how to make broom, how to make fishing nets, how to make clothes, how to even make wages. We did agree. For now in schools, we don't have that anymore. If we don't have that, I think we can learn from our traditional families, our traditional, homes. Where we learn how to make brooms, how to make nets, how to make baskets, how you weave. How then, pipe on water when not very common. We make rope to fetch water from wells and so we were taught in school, but I think we can learn all this, culturally in our various schools now. That's what we do. So I try to tell the other people, why don't we, interact and, learn from each other about it. Peace in Isoko land. Peace in Ozoro. Let me say something that people don't know. I'm very passionate about development. Very, very. I own a lounge and a nightclub. I did not do Yahoo, I did not do 419. My children did not do it. I will allow my cousins or any person close to me to do it. But when I became PG, I made it a priority. Don't come to my club to do Dorime. Don't go anywhere to do Dorime. If by chance, even when I don't encourage fraud, to make some money, develop yourself first. Buy a land, build a house, build a business, or invest. Invest in treasury bills, fixed deposits, not shares, don't buy shares. Shares can kill any person. But treasury bills is fine. Property, it takes time. Building hostels, also it takes time for you to make the profit, but that treasury bills, fix your money. Don't allow me who want to have a club. I told you don't impress me by coming to spray me or coming to my club to buy one bottle of champagne for 1 million or buy a bottle of water for 2 million. Don't impress me, no. Invest the money. Nobody knows tomorrow. When you invest, when you make money and you make me happy. I've given them peaceful environment to operate. How? I step down robbery. I step down kidnap. I step down rape women. I try to step down prostitution, even if it's hard. I try to educate most of these girls to stop prostitution. I know it's difficult, but mine is peace, freedom to operate peacefully in the kingdom. That's one. Two, before I leave office, I want electricity to improve. So far, I've gotten about 7 transformers from NDBC for my people. I just want electricity to improve. This year alone, ICT is very important. I spoke with Commissioner for Science and Tech, Delta State, to give us a good ICT center in the Ozoro Kingdom. We have one in Alaka Grammar School that was built by Isoko. It has to be reactivated. Then an e-library for Ozoro. Even if I don't finish it, I want to start it before I leave office. Ozoro and Noli have issues. The way and Abiola have issues. The Gude and Nene, they have issues. So many issues in Isoko. All these issues are all about land. Land was given to us by God. Land was given to us by God. What is causing this problem is most of our youth, most of us, don't go to farm again. They constantly Yahoo. They are more interested in doing Yahoo. They don't farm, they don't fish. And most of the communities forgot the boundaries. When you jump from one place to another, trying to tell the other person that this is the boundary, it becomes problem between communities. The Ozoro and only problem is boundary. I wish our parents were still, alive. So we tell us the exact boundary, but people refuse to go to farm. People refuse to, to fish. Even hunting. In those days, people set traps to catch animals. It doesn't happen again. The problem between the Ore Kingdom and Abia, the same land. The Emebia and the Bide is the same land. The exact boundaries are not known anymore. Because the youth and these Gen Z, they don't farm. They believe in making quick money. And after certain years, when our parents, are no more, it's difficult to get the boundaries. So we resort to other means of knowing boundaries and the big issues. Plenty of issues in Isoko land. Even in Ozoro, can say that there are about 300 land issues I know about in Ozoro. I've tackled as a teacher, I've tackled more than 100. And most people when I've tackled them, when we arrive at something, why don't we do it this way? People still feel like this and go to court. Spending money. Sometimes money spent is always bigger than the value of the land. And I try to explain to most of them that going to court, paying lawyer, as anyone says, going to appeal court, going to Supreme Court about a piece of land that is less than 1 million. It's a waste of time. I use this about why I'm an audio. Why don't we do it this way? Instead of killing the baby, why don't we allow the baby stay 6 months with me, stay 6 months with me, stay 5 years with me, stay 5 years, instead of killing the baby? When it comes to land issues, it's a big problem in Isoko Nation. Secondly, electricity in Isoko Nation is bad. I want to say here that a lot of people think the Ozoro project is 100% fantastic. It is not. There is a turbine something is just a gas plant that was used to push a lot of people to step up advocacy. Only in the world we have 33 oil wells. We are all piped to the flow station. And from the flow station, it goes straight to the export terminal. The crude oil that leaves Isoko, Ozoro, Ilu, Ofagbe, Owe, Olomoro, Uzere, Iri, and the gas for one day is enough to give electricity to the whole of Isoko nation. Nobody has thought of it. Recently, I just found out that to build a big turbine that can serve the whole of Isoko nation, serve the whole of Isoko nation, a gas turbine will not cost more than 20 billion. That one, we don't want anything from the national grid. We don't want power from Mogele. Let's just get our own, Because we have a lot of gas here. We have a lot of oil in Ozoro. We have steam in Ije. We have steam in Ilu. We have a lot. Money realized by federal government to take off electricity in Isoko nation can be gotten one day. But they are not interested. They are not even thinking about it. I'm 100% aware from a statement made one day that one president does not even know whether there is one place called Isoko. With all this plenty area where they have in Isoko, they don't know, yes, Isoko is Delta State. They think Isoko is in Bayelsa State or Isoko is. Yeah, we have some villages in Bayelsa State that are Isoko, but offshore and onshore wells around Delta, can give us independent power plants that can serve the state. We don't need anything. But I remember when I was in government house, I was working with Governor Ozoro then. President Jonathan said something. We have a power plant in Saple. We have one in Ogemi. We have one in Okpa. Only Delta State has 3 power stations. Why build another one? The one in Okpa went straight to the Oka. The one in Ogemi went straight to Shogbo, southwest. The one in Saple went to Niger, and Chad, and Cameroon. Meanwhile, Delta State has power problem. And then the president has refused to approve another power station for Delta State. But I was in government house then, I was very close to the government. I was privileged to hear a lot of things. Delta State has 3 power stations, and power in Delta State is very bad. Usually Isoko and Ndokwa. So it's a major problem. Isoko is big, well situated, farm people. They don't make trouble. They don't make trouble in Isoko. Isoko is not like other ethnic nationalities. We don't make trouble. We are peace-loving people. Our youths are very, very, very good, ready to work. But no electricity, no good road. Once we get it right, once we get electricity, aside electricity first, my governor said, then if I do everything, what will the next governor do? I can't do everything. The next president general will do the remaining. I tried to tell Ozoro people one thing. The faculty of management was removed from Ozoro to Erebe, business admin, management, accounting, those social science courses. We have passed that stage in Nigeria. I read economics and statistics. Yeah, I used it when I graduated. But nobody is using management or business admin. This is the age of science, engineering, computer. If you forget about social sciences, the average big market woman or the high street seller knows how to make profit, how to manage a business. When I do this, you have to go and read management or business and make it be a good business. No. Let's go into engineering, pharmacy, medicine, computer. The world is changing. So I try to tell my people in Ozoro, because I had a problem when I got a list, a register of unemployed Ozoro people, and I found out that 80% of them, you can't believe that we needed, someone said, please, get me a certified nurse in Ozoro. I cannot get one. We have so many auxiliary nurses calling me. No good, nurse or midwife from the kingdom. I even went round the neighboring community to get a good nurse or midwife. I could not. Auxiliary. So I told my people, let's encourage our people to read science courses, computer courses, engineering, medicine, and those are the things, nobody is interested in social science courses. So I just feel that faculty removed from the law is a blessing to the kingdom. I've been able to manage that, and we have other ones. We have other good science departments in Ozoro, Southern Delta University in Ozoro right now. We are proud of.